It's been a hot minute, hi, since I'm having a hard time doing this vlogging, blogging, whatever you want to call it. I guess after the death of my aunt, I'm really having a hard time focusing, I guess. It's been tonight that I want to try and get through to people, and I have to watch how I say things here. But when you prepare for when you prepare for dying, you want to take care of your family. They say if you have a trust, it keeps things from going through probate. Now, what I have learned, and I am sure there is a reason for why things are the way they are. I know the IRS has to have their take or whatever. If you have a bank account, if you have an IRA, a CD, a checking account, a savings account, whatever banks have to offer, and you have a beneficiary on those because you want that person to receive something, and then you go and you get a trust and you take that to the bank and everything becomes a part of the trust, what happens is that null and voids any beneficiaries. Unless you specifically state in that paperwork, unless you let that bank know that you want those beneficiaries to stay intact, that trust takes over, beneficiaries go out the window. So if you have anything that you want your children to get or anybody to get, your cat to get, have it specifically in writing. Let your wishes be known. Don't wait until you're in your 90s or 80s and where you can't. Don't wait until it's so complicated you don't know what to do. And it is hard to understand. I mean, I'm learning a lot through this, and banks won't talk to you. Nobody will talk to you. And even though you're an executor of a trust or a will or whatever, they will not talk to you until you contact the IRS and get an EIN number. So there are all these, I don't want to say roadblocks, but there's all these red tape roads you got to go down it's a legal outlet or media or what, I'm not sure exactly how they do it, but it's publicized that, for instance, I pass away, it's publicized that I passed away through this particular legal thing that goes out, so any creditors, people will look at that, companies look at this, oh, so and so died, you have so many days to respond to that or you lose it. Like, and I don't know how that works, because I know if somebody owed me money, I don't know that I have access to that, which is a question. It doesn't pertain now, but I think of other people, but like credit cards, hospitals, any of that kind of stuff. They see this and they have a certain amount of time to respond, otherwise they don't get their money. So you have to have money in this pot, so if anybody responds, you can make that decision to fight it, to pay it, to make a deal, to do whatever. I don't know. These are things that I'm learning. The biggest nobody wants to talk to you until you see the IRS, or nobody wants to talk to you until you see the IRS. Nobody wants to make anything easy from the IRS. Nobody wants to make anything easy. And I guess the biggest part is if you want somebody to get something, I guess the biggest part is if you want somebody to get something, make sure you understand what you're signing, what you're putting in writing. Make sure you understand what happens when it's implicated or goes into action. Make sure when if you do a trust, that you read it, even if you don't understand it, read it, ask questions that may not even pertain to it, and say, what do I need to do to make this happen? It almost makes me want to take any money, and I don't have much money. I get my pension. Honestly, I don't think I would survive if I didn't have my family. I'm living with my uncle, but I have a car payment now, which I've never had, so, but it's almost like I want to bury my cash in the backyard, or put it in the mattress, like they say back in the day when people put in lockbox and you would just hoard your cash. I hate banks. I literally hate banks. They make things so complicated, and it's frustrating when you know what somebody's wishes are and they don't understand. I mean, I have beneficiaries. I also have a trust. So now it's like I want to revisit everything and say, wait a minute. The people that are beneficiaries on anything that I have, does this trust null and void that? Did I make the same mistake? You know, it's infuriating, but it's a very much of a learning experience. I see my closet door open. Give me a second. Okay, I'm back. That door doesn't stay shut, and there's a particular cat that likes to go into that closet. And I know that I'm ranting and rambling, but it just really had me frustrated. So, I mean, there is a lot that we have to do. There is a lot that is making me think about my stuff, asking questions about whether or not things are in order the way that I would really want them to, or have I made the mistakes, or, you know, not done things correctly where it's gonna not go the way I want it to when that time comes. So I'm just putting it out there that, you know, people don't know that you have a trust, you have an executor, but you still have to get a tax ID number from, I guess that's what the EIN is, in order to be able to do your duties as an executor, to talk to banks and to talk to anybody. They won't talk to you, you know. And then you have to have this pot of money to pay the lawyer and to pay incoming bills and to maintain bills that are still, you know.
Sure for me.
All right, hold on. Sorry about that. I'll wrap this up. That's just one thing I wanted to talk about. And I need to do some more reading. I haven't read in a long time, so. I'll talk to you later. Bye.